This is Features Gaming.
Yo guys, Features Gaming here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today it is the New Year's Day Q&A time. It is the 1st of January 2022 today, and for every year, like I did last year in 2019, I think, or the first year of 2020, like from 2019 to 2020, and then 20. You get the gist. We're going to do another Q&A, and I might do one of these next year as well. And this is going to be the final kind of video on this channel that is not gameplay related, which I'll talk about at the end of this video. But I think we should just get started in with the questions. Now, there is a lot of questions, so it's probably going to be a long video. I'm probably going to be recording for ages, but hopefully it shouldn't take me too long, and hopefully we get a good video. And I did put some rules on there that to not request SCR questions, because if I did, then literally the whole Q&A would be SCR related, because loads of you want to know about SCR related things and the video will just get boring very quickly. So I'm going to do, or I asked them not to. However, I forgot to mention only request up to a maximum of 5 questions, but I forgot to do that, so we're just going to do it anyway. So the first question comes in from 313pep, IAmAEgg, or IAmAEgg. I think I've recognized their username from different videos or Q&As. And the question is, what color is your microwave?
It's blue. That's all I know. It's blue.
No, it's not. It's just a standard white. The next question comes in from 720 Aventra, I think. That's how you pronounce their name. And the question is, how do you feel having many subscribers during 2021? How I've gained this many subscribers, I have no idea, and I'm just super grateful about the community that I have on this platform, and honestly it just feels absolutely amazing to have this amount of support on this channel. The next question coming in from Clocking, and the question is, what is my favorite takeaway? Now, I think it's no stranger that I really love a McDonald's, but the thing is that I haven't had a McDonald's since, well, lockdown started effectively. I haven't had a McDonald's since I'm gonna say since 2019, which is a very long time away from McDonald's. I mean, I don't know if McDonald's is kind of classed as a takeaway. I'm kind of guessing it is, because you can take away food. But there, I guess if there is another takeaway that's, not actually far away from here, it's literally, like down the road. It's supposed to be a Chinese, well, it is a Chinese takeaway. But the thing is, when we go there to get food, or the last time we went there to get food, we didn't get anything Chinese related. All we got was rice, chips, and that was about it. We didn't really get anything that was Chinese related. But yeah, I do like a good McDonald's and a good Chinese. Obviously when, COVID and everything is out the way, then hopefully I should be able to get again. The next question coming in from Mason's Mainline and Roblox, and the question is, do you like all your fans? Now, yes, I absolutely love my fans to the end of, the world, honestly. Why they decide to stick around and watch me, I don't know. But the only fans I don't like are the people that are here to cause trouble, basically. They're to troll or spam links, or, those that just cause trouble, on the games, all the time. If it's once or twice, then that's fine, because, people are known to, make mistakes and things like that. But like the major trollers and, people that just cause trouble on literally every single stream I do, they're the fans that I don't really like. But the majority of the fans, that I have on my channel, I absolutely love. The next load of questions, I think, coming in from Dark Reaper, one of our channel members and one of our moderators as well. And the first question is, what makes a good moderator? So, in my opinion, the kind of moderators that I need on my channel are moderators that will moderate the chat. Obviously, that's what all of my moderators do already. Active on pretty much every single stream I do, no matter the content, active all the time. They have a very good understanding on English. One of them a bit questionable, but very good on that, or just any other languages as well. If there's some speaking in German or something, that's why I've got another moderator on my channel who's there to basically moderate chat in different languages. But I do try and keep my live chat English themed as much as possible. and just there to just calm down situations when things get heated, and not having to involve me in it. So I think that's what makes a good moderator. The next question is, when will ya think COVID disappear? So he said that in kind of like, a jokey manner, how we always, take the mick out of Callum for, his spelling. And I mean, that's what I was meaning about, the good understanding of English thing. But yeah, it is just an ongoing joke that we have on the channel. I don't really think when COVID will disappear. I don't even think it will ever disappear. I think it's, just going to be, one of those things that's always going to be with us. And I think it's going to be something like the flu, how it's just going to be like, in a few years time, like no one's really, going to go, like all hammock about it. Like, I think, it's just going to be another thing that we're going to need, to, just get a jab with, for like a booster, like every year, like what we have with the flu jab. And I honestly think in a few years they'll actually create a vaccine that has both the vaccine or the flu vaccine and the COVID vaccine all in the same injection. So basically when you go for your flu vaccine, you're going to get one for the COVID one as well. And then hopefully, like throughout, summer, you're not really going to need protected, because that's kind of like the flu. It only comes in, with a massive kind of, it's only, at a peak at winter, if that makes sense. I think that's what's going to happen with COVID, basically. The next question is there a Blue Yeti, or is the Blue Yeti a good mic to start with, and is there anything we should know before buying it? Now, the thing is with microphones is, yes, you are going to watch, YouTubers that, have brilliant mic quality, and, the mic quality is going to be brilliant. But the thing is that when you buy a mic, do not expect the mic to sound like that, because all mics are going to be different with your voice, with the room that you're recording in. Everything is going to be different. If you see from some setup tours that major YouTubers have done, literally their walls, their ceiling, everything has pretty much got sound deadening that just basically reflects sound off different objects. And my room is not really optimized for that. I have a window right here which is literally like the worst thing to reflect sound off, but that's where I've got my mic positioned. My walls, I've got no sort of sound deadening on there, so sound is going to be reflecting off there. And that's why my mic quality doesn't probably not sound the best out of, other setups, because yeah, I've got sound reflecting pretty much off 3 different directions into the mic, and it's not the best room to create content in, but it's what I'm working with right now. I don't have my own house. I'm not living alone. I can't just set up one room dedicated to a setup. I do have to work with what I have, unfortunately, and this is what I've come up with. I mean, the mic sounds perfect. It's not got a massively good kind of sound as with the YouTubers, but it's still phenomenal for what it has. So what I think is, it is a very good mic. It, I mean, I wouldn't recommend getting it as kind of like a starter mic. I think maybe look for something a little bit different, but then once you've got the budget, then maybe look for a mic like this, and hopefully then you'll be able to have a good understanding about compressors and equalizations, and hopefully make the sound good. But I don't really care about that. The next question is, what would you do if Boris never imposed lockdown from the very start of COVID, and imagine if we weren't in a lockdown still? I would escape this country, even though I am wanting to already. So yeah, I would just escape the country. I mean, if we're talking about realistically, I'm just going to be doing what I do now, effectively staying at home, making content, and just fearing for my life over it, and never going out, and just keeping everyone safe inside. The next question is, well, obviously depending when I filmed this video, obviously I filmed it yesterday when you're watching this video, or yesterday to when this video is being published. Do you think by January we'll be in a lockdown? You put you there twice, by the way, Dark Reaper. But I mean, it's a no-brainer, effectively. I think we need to go into a lockdown as soon as possible, because, well, in all honesty, we should have gone into a lockdown about 3 months ago. But yeah, I don't see why we're not even in a lockdown yet. I mean, from when I'm recording this video, we should have been in a lockdown since, we got at least, or at most, 100,000 cases a day. But no, the Prime Minister still thinks that we should be getting on with our life. So I don't know what, government are playing at, but no lockdown yet, but I think we should be in it. The next question is, would Callum make a good Prime Minister? In my opinion, I think anyone can do better than, what government are doing right now. I mean, there is talks about, is this actually Boris is doing? Like, is Boris actually wanting to keep us out of lockdown, or is it government forcing him to not go into a lockdown? Like, if government were behind Boris, would Boris put us into a lockdown yet? I don't know, but that's what a prime minister should be doing. He shouldn't be felt to being forced to do something if he doesn't think it's right. But yeah, I think anyone can do better than Boris, and honestly, that is actually being realistic, if I'm going to be completely honest. The next question is, did you know Pikey has 5 cats, and at one point he had 8 cats? Yes, I did, because he literally talked to us about his cats every single day we went to school. The next question is, what do you think of the meowing on the channel? Why? Why did this even start? Like, how did this even start? Like, I just don't know how it started, but I mean, it's good for a joke and everything like that, but yeah, I don't know why you guys have started that. The next question is, do you like the Dark Reaper swerve? Well, I mean, that's what you do every time on Formula 1, when you're trying to warm up your tires, you go left and right. So yeah, I mean, it's a good statistic. I literally sent you a video about police cars doing it, on the motorway to slow down traffic. It is a good, thing to do, and then, makes a very good joke in, the trucking streams. The next question is, why and how did the cringy dance start? I actually have no idea, if I'm going to be completely honest. I think I just found the emote on Roblox, did it in a stream, and it just became a meme since then. I don't actually know how it started, but that's how it started, I guess. The next question is, can I have my kitty treats and can I have catnip? Yeah, I'll send it to you on Discord after this video. The next few questions coming in from White Cross with a blue background, and the first question is, what is my favorite color? Now, I think, I like green. It's painted on my walls, but I also kind of like a teal color as well, like a sort of like mix between green and blue, more onto the blue side to like make like a cyan teal color, basically. I think that's one of my favorite colors. The next question is, do I like IKEA meatballs? Now, this may come as a surprise to you, but I've never actually had the meatballs from IKEA. I know that they're a major thing, or were a major thing, like a couple years ago, but I've never had IKEA, or I've never had meatballs from IKEA, so I can't really answer that. The next question is, do I like curry? If I'm going to be completely honest, no. I just find curry too spicy, and I really just don't like spicy food, and I don't really enjoy a curry all that much. And that actually leads me nicely onto the next question, which is, do I like spice? And once again, I'm not really a good fan of spice. I mean, I'm okay at moderate spice, if that makes sense, so like not too strong. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of it. And the final question they sent in is, do I like snow? Yes, I love snow. Honestly, if we had snow right now, I'd be out there making a snowman, if my mum let me. But yeah, if I was, just like living on my own and we got snow, chances are you'll probably find me outside building a snowman. The next question comes in from SG6361G. That's a very weird username, but a very creative one. And the question is, what is my favorite game excluding SCR? Well, believe it or not, SCR is not actually my favorite game on Roblox, but I don't actually know what my favorite game is on Roblox, if I'm going to be completely honest. Maybe a simulator that I play a lot. I mean, I play a lot of Pet Sim X. I pretty much spent probably about £20 on that game in terms of game passes and things. Yeah, I don't actually know what my absolute favorite game is. I don't really have a favorite game. I just like loads of games on there. So if we're gonna have to say what I spend the most time on, probably Pet Sim X. But I'm not actually entirely sure which one, which one's my absolute favorite. The next few questions comes in from Quantum Visuals, or Lucky Gamer as we know him here on the channel. And the first question is, what is your least favorite mode of transport and why? And he said in brackets, if you pick trains, then I will be ultra mega mad. Just kidding. So I don't actually know. It depends what we're doing. If it's kind of like a school coach trip, because I think coach is gonna be my least favorite, but I'll talk about that in a little bit. It's not trains by any means. I love, you know, traveling on trains, but I don't really like coaches. But if it's, say, a coach trip to, say, like a school trip, like school coach trip, then I don't mind it, or like a bus trip. But if I was going on like an everyday bus, or like a coach somewhere, then in all honesty, I would not like that, because I don't like being in an area surrounded with people coughing and sneezing and all of that. And when I've been watching, you know, these coach trips and things on YouTube, literally the only thing I hear is coughing and sneezing, and I'm just like, you know, like, it's just, I don't really find, like, I don't really want to be on a, you know, vehicle surrounded with people coughing and sneezing 24/7. So probably gonna have to say coaches. And the final question they sent in is, do I have any special plans for 2022, like new games or stuff? Well, I mean, the only plan going forward is I was going to change my schedule on the, you know, my main channel for, you know, like, you know, a new channel for, or like a new you know, new schedule for gaming, you know, just sort it out and just basically remove some things that I don't want anymore, maybe add some new games on there. And obviously my main plan as well is separating channels for different things. So basically anything that's gameplay related will go onto my main channel. Anything else will go onto my Fetchy Vlogs channel. So I might rename that to like Fetchy Extra or something, or Fetch Plus, or Features Gaming Plus with, like, you know, the plus symbol. And that's going to basically include everything else, you know, like vlogs and, you know, Q&As, and yeah, so Q&As are going to, you know, going to be moved on to that channel. So if you haven't subscribed to it, yeah, I highly recommend, link in the description. And yeah, just gonna separate channels out. I mean, obviously my new channel Fetchy Sings is what I'm going to be using for, you know, like my singing, even though it's a very cringy channel, and I highly recommend to not check it out, because I mean, well, you can if you want to hear my cringy singing, but I kind of do like singing, and I may as well upload it to YouTube. I don't know why, but I mean, if you like me singing, go ahead and check that out. But yeah, that's kind of like the plans I have for 2022. The next few questions coming in from GeneratedDaniel, and the first question is, what is your favorite month and why? This is a tough one. I mean, I like December because it's going into Christmas, but the thing is, that was me hitting my steering wheel. But the thing is, if I don't have anything that I'm wanting for Christmas, then December just for me feels like another month. But I also like the lead up to the new year as well. I mean, I like June as well, because that's the month of my birthday, and I do like the anticipation for my birthday as well. But going forward, I don't really think I'm going to be excited for my birthday, so I don't really think that's going to be on there. And then again, I mean, I don't like the heat either, you know, going into summer. I don't know, really. Probably either December or June. Probably more leading towards December, as it's, you know, the lead up to the new year. So I'm probably going to have to say that. The next question is, which games out of these three do you like the most? The three games are Pet Simulator X, Bed Wars, and Murder Mystery 2. Murder Mystery 2 third, because I barely play it. I mean, I do play it sometimes, but I barely play it in my free time. Again, I don't really play Bed Wars in my free time, only on streams, but I do like it more than Murder Mystery 2. And Pet Simulator X is pretty much the game I'm playing all the time. So you kind of got the order right, effectively. You just put it as 1, 2, 3, basically. The next question is, what is your least favorite subject when you were in high school or secondary school, I think? I didn't like maths or English or geography or history or things like that. I mean, it was something that I could choose. Well, not maths and English and science, you had to do that. But out of the other things, you know, there weren't any, you know, things I could do. I tried to pick the less subjects, and then I could probably get more sport, because sport was my favorite subject. Just checking you haven't got that on your questions. No, you haven't. But yeah, I didn't like, you know, like the geography, history. I really didn't like history because I had a year of that you know, 1 year of that in year 11 before I took a full GCSE on it. I mean, it's pretty understandable that I got ungraded on that GCSE because I literally wrote nothing in my second paper because my mind just went. And yeah, I probably, you know, just loads of things, you know, from, you know, geography to history and things like that. The next question is, what is my favorite Christmas song? That's a tough one. I like all Christmas songs. I mean, obviously there are better ones, you know, than you know, the standard carols that go jingle bells, jingle all the way. Obviously there are, you know, more upbeat ones, you know, like Do They Know It's Christmas Time at All, just because of the Boris, you know, remix, you know, do they know it's COVID time at all? There's just many. I mean, I more like pop songs from, you know, like the Mariah Carey ones and, you know, those ones rather than, you know, the standard Christmas carols. So probably gonna have to say those. And the next question is, what is my favorite Christmas game? Now, there are a few Christmas games that we have. For some reason, I kind of like the kind of like Elf or like the trivia ones, you know, where you have to answer questions. Even though I don't have a clue to some of them, I do kind of like answering trivia questions. So maybe something like that, like our Elf trivia, or something that actually has a purpose, like the building the tree one. I think it's Elf Articulate. I kind of do like those questions. So I'm probably going to have to say one of those two. The next question is, what is your favorite person out of the 3 that you have collabed with on stream with? The 3 people are Adam or AB Trains, Lauren, my sister, or Rizzy, my friend, and be honest. So obviously, I mean, if I don't have Lauren on top of there, I think she's going to literally be angry at me. So I think I'm probably going to have to put her up, you know, put her up there. I've collabed more with Adam rather than Rizzy, so I'm probably going to have to say Adam as second. And Rizzy third, but all 3 of them I love collabing with, so I'm probably gonna have to say that. And the next question is, am I good at clipping stuff? Once again, be honest. Of course you are, you're the clipping master. I wouldn't give you access to the Features Gaming Clips channel, again another channel that, you know, is for my clips. I wouldn't have given you access to that if you weren't good, you know, if you weren't good at clipping stuff. So of course you are. And the final question is, name 3 things that you like about me. 3 things, okay? You're the clipping master, you're a god at PetSimX, or I shouldn't probably say that for religious people, you're a master at PetSimX, and what else? You're very loyal on my channel, and I'm very, very grateful to have, you know, a very good fan like you. The next few questions coming in from my very own sister, Lauren-Talitha, and the first question is, what are my New Year's resolutions and goals for 2022? Again, just what I said about, you know, the plan for 2022 about separating channels out for different things. I kind of want to kind of like take a step back and kind of like have more time in my life rather than, you know, streaming all the time to YouTube. Even though I love streaming to YouTube, don't get me wrong, I, you know, very much enjoy it, but it can tire me out quite a bit, and I kind of, you know, want to kind of rest a bit more. So, you know, if there's something going on in a day that is going to prevent me from having, you know, like a lot of time, then I'll probably just have a day off from streaming. You know, like if I'm doing something, you know, like getting my gaming PC when I eventually get that, you know, I'll probably take, you know, a couple of days off just so I can test everything and make sure everything is correct. If I am working, for example, I'll probably just take the day off again. But I may see if I can pre-record a video in advance, so you'll still have something to watch on that day, but I just won't do a live stream on there. Something like that, and just spending more time, you know, with my family when I can, because I pretty much spend every single day in my room. The next question is there anything you learned in 2021 that you will be taking with you into 2022? Not really, I don't think. Just trying to keep my cool on streams, maybe. I'm gonna, you know, try and work on that, because I don't like, you know, getting, you know, all angry and agitated on streams. I'm sure it's not good to watch. I mean, it's probably, you know, quite hilarious, you know, to see me, you know, raging and things on streams, but I don't like it. My parents certainly don't like it, and you know, I'm probably just gonna say something like that, you know, trying to, you know, keep my cool a bit more on streams. The next question is there anything you wish could have been different about 2021 apart from COVID? Well, I mean, it's related to COVID-ish, but it doesn't change it. But I just hope that COVID was, you know, just a bit lower in cases so we could actually, you know, go out and do stuff. Obviously, that is talking about COVID. Anything else, though? I don't really know. Well, actually, yes, there is actually one thing. My laptop, you know, deciding, you know, not to constantly break on me. You know, I hope that wasn't, you know, I hope that could have been different and actually was working all the time. Probably that. The next question is, what have been your favorite memories throughout 2021? Well, obviously hitting 5,000 subscribers, that was literally I don't know how I got to 5,000 subscribers. That is just completely mental. You know, that's halfway to 10,000 subscribers, and then later on in the year getting to 7,500 subscribers, which is, you know, 2,500 away from 10k, and we are getting very close to 10k, you know, as I'm making this video. You know, right now we're only, you know, only a few hundred away from you know, 800, no, 9,000, you know, about 800 subscribers away. So yeah, it's, you know, that's probably one of my most, you know, memorable things of 2021, getting to 5,000 subscribers, which is actually before your birthday as well, funnily enough, and just getting loads of subscriber, you know, milestones. It's been absolutely crazy in that regard. So yeah, probably getting major subscriber milestones. And their final question is, oh, and I also may as well ask this now so you can be prepared, what do you want for your birthday? I have no clue what I want for my birthday. I've only calmed down from Christmas, you know, I don't really know what I want. Probably a Steam gift card, you know, so I can purchase some games on Steam maybe. Actually, I kind of want a shock mount for my microphone so I can probably, you know, like move it down and, you know, have my mic, you know, more towards my face and, you know, not like that. You know, I kind of want to get the mic a bit closer to me. And I can't really do that without a shock mount, but obviously shock mounts are quite expensive, and then, you know, I do want a good quality one. But I don't expect that from you at all on my birthday. But as I said, probably something like a Steam gift card, maybe a Roblox gift card so I can get some more Robux maybe. I honestly have no idea. The next few questions, or the next couple of questions, coming in from CrazyPlays, and the first one is, what do you think of Roblox moderation? Now, I am going to be honest about this. I'm not a massive fan of it. I really do think that there needs to be more human moderators on Roblox, and, you know, not like an Autobot or something like that, because some of the things, you know, some of the bans that people have been telling me on streams that they've had on Roblox is, how have they been banned for that? Like, I honestly have no idea. Like, there's been things out there where people have been banned from saying, you know, rude stuff, or, you know, things like that. Those rude stuff I can comply with, but there's one person or like a video out there where they got banned from just saying gay in Roblox chat, and if they were saying it in an offensive way to someone, then I can, you know, guess why they did that. But just saying that word, I don't really see why they need to be banned for that, because if someone wants to be gay, they can be gay. There's nothing wrong about that. So I don't really like the Roblox moderation in that regards, because they just ban people unfairly for just saying something, you know, like that. So I really do think it needs to be more, you know, human moderated. And the final question is, what do you think of Roblox servers? I mean, I don't know if you're talking about like Roblox servers, like, you know, in terms of, you know, like ping and, you know, things like that and whatever. I mean, the Roblox servers are good. Sometimes they can be a little bit laggy, but you can't expect everything to, you know, be, you know, 100% working all the time. So I guess they're okay. Again, could be better. The next couple of questions coming in from Melvin, and the first question is, can you give me a shout out? Yes, Melvin. Wrong person, but yeah, there you go. I just gave you a shout out. And the final question is, do I like spicy chicken? Again, you know, like going back to, you know, like a recent question, I'm not really a fan of spicy food, but I do like chicken. So if you just give me normal chicken, you know, maybe like a, I don't know, like a, well, it does really depend on the chicken. I kind of like, you know, like the, you know, chicken dippers. I kind of like, you know, that sort of chicken. I just like chicken, but probably not spicy chicken or majorly, spicy chicken. The next few questions coming in from the cache, and the first question is favorite transport mode in the UK, like bus, train, or tram operator. I do like a good train journey. I'm probably gonna have to say that. The next question is, how did you come up with the name Fetch or Feech? Again, I made a video on my channel about, I think probably about 4 or 5 years ago now, which again I will link in the comments and probably in the info card up in the top right. Long story short, I just walked up to an instructor when I was ice skating and said, "Hello, Features." And from there, we just shortened it down to Feech, and then it auto-corrected one day in Messenger to Fetch, and it just stuck. And the final question is, how are you today? Random question. I'm doing fine, thank you, and I hope you're doing well yourself. And I hope you're doing well yourself. You're doing well yourself. The cache. That's a very weird tongue twist to say. Moving on to the next person that asked a question before I lose my voice, because there is a lot coming in from Ryan Philo or Philo, however you pronounce your name. And the question is not actually for me, it's actually for my sister, but I can answer it. How old is Lauren? She is 22. The next bunch of questions coming in from The Optimistic Legend, once again a very good channel moderator of mine. And the first question is, what is the meaning behind your name, Lucas? For example, my IRL name indicates gratitude and kindness. The meaning behind my name? Let me have a look. So I found this thing and it says something about gift of God, bringer, or lighter. I don't actually know what that means. Maybe if there's a religious person out there that knows what that means, they can tell me on that, but I guess that's the meaning behind my name. The next question is, when will you invite Adam on stream next time? I have no idea. I mean, I love having him on some SCR streams, or, just streams that we sometimes do. But the thing is, because the streams are not planned for literally a certain time, they can literally start, whenever I'm ready. I don't really, message him at literally at the last minute saying, "Hey, up, doing an SCR stream, want to join?" I kind of like to plan these things, and just something like that. I mean, I might see, if I can get him on a stream, quite soon maybe. The next question is, can you please say, "Yes, optimistic"? Well, there you go, I just did it. The next question is, can you please do the cringy dance? Have I actually done it from when I hit 8k? I don't actually know if I've done the baby dance from when I hit 8k, so you know what that means. I don't even know if I'm fully in frame, but there you go, that's the best I can do. There you go, there's the cringy dance. The next question is, do you think England will go into or will go to another lockdown due to a new variant? Yeah, I 100% think we'll go into another lockdown. Well, I mean, another lockdown, I mean, there's one incoming, I just know there is, but probably after that, I mean, knowing the government, if it's not literally, a massively contagious, killing variant, then I don't really think that there'll be need for a lockdown. But knowing government, I mean, even if there was something that was as something like the Omicron variant, if there's another one of those that skyrockets, I don't think they could do anything about it. Maybe impose restrictions, but not as far as a lockdown. But yeah, I mean, we should go into a lockdown, don't get me wrong, but I don't think we'll be placed into a lockdown. But obviously, I know there's one incoming from the Omicron variant. I just know there is. The next question is, can you please say, "Hello, I'm Bean and R Teddy" in your best Mr. Bean in your best Mr. Bean impression? Okay then. Hello, I'm Bean.
Hello, I'm Bean, Mr. Bean.
There's the first one, and then, "Oh, Teddy."
Oh, Teddy.
I don't know if they were good, but there you go. The next question they asked is, if you could repeat 1 year in your life, which one would it be and why? Gosh, that's a weird one. I mean, I was watching some of my old videos actually not too long ago, and I remember the year 2010 when we went into the new decade. We literally did loads of things in that year. Like, we stayed at the Ritz in London, and literally that was literally just like the most luxurious, place that I've ever seen. We went to Center Parcs in the winter, we stayed there. And yeah, there was just loads of things that we did in 2010 that if I had my YouTube channel or something like that, I mean, bearing in mind I was How old would I have been? 9? 8? Yeah, I would have been 8 years old, I think. I still would have liked to have videoed what we did because it was a great experience. And luckily, you know, I do have footage to, you know, look back on that. But yeah, 2010 was actually a pretty good year of mine, you know, in terms of, you know, doing stuff. So I'll probably have to say that. The next question is, would you ever consider visiting Bangladesh? I mean, it does seem like a nice country, maybe in the future, but not, you know, in the next decade or so. The next question is, what is your favorite landmark in London? My favorite landmark in London, being very specific about where. I mean, I do like the London Eye. I have been on the London Eye. I mean, it's very slow, but honestly, when you get around the top, the views are just crazy. Obviously there are, you know, other places I've been to, you know, Wembley, I've been there. That's a very, you know, good landmark because, you know, I like football and, you know, I guess that's a landmark for, you know, some football supporters. Where else? I mean, King's Cross, St Pancras, if you're a train fan, they're probably, you know, landmarks. I'm not really a big fan of Big Ben and Parliament because literally I've talked about it all along in this video. I don't really know. Probably either the London Eye or Wembley, as they were, you know, very special to me. I've actually just forgotten Buckingham Palace. I might have to add that into the question, so probably either one of those three. The next question is, who do you like more, Adam or Pikey? You cannot say both. Great, you put me on the spot here. I don't like this choosing questions. I might have to say Adam in front of Pikey. Not to say that, you know, I don't like Pikey. I like both of them as my friends, but just purely because I've spoken to Adam more than I've spoken to Pikey, I think. I'm probably going to have to say it in regards of how much I've spoken to one person more than the other. The next question is, if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be? Also, Boris would still be there, so wherever you travel to, Boris would still be your Prime Minister. Lol. Fantastic. I do not know then. I mean, if Boris somehow got a mind sweep and, you know, knew how to run a country, then I'll probably just stay in the UK to just save the hassle. And, you know, if Boris is just going to travel, you know, then I'll probably just stay where I am. So, yeah, I'll probably just have to say still in the UK, but if Boris wasn't going to be there, then somewhere where there was actually a good Prime Minister. So, yeah, I don't actually know. And their final question is, what did you hate most about school when you were a kid? The bullying. I absolutely hated the bullying. The next few questions coming in from Linear142 or Linear_142. And the first question is, what was your reaction when you got to 1k subs? Now, I was actually streaming when we got to 1,000 subscribers. But the thing is that I was on like an intermission thing because my laptop was playing up. So it was actually when my stepdad was in my room sorting something. And I remember him sorting something. And then I just remember my sub count going up to, you know, 1,000. I was just like, press, look at that. Look at that. 1,000 subscribers. Yeah, I was very happy that, you know, I managed to get to 1,000 subscribers. But yeah. That, I guess, was my reaction. The next question is, when you meet first time Roblox, what game you play first? I guess they mean what game did I first play on Roblox? And it was actually a water park I think I actually played, because I remember watching Dan TDM's video where he went onto a water park world, and I thought, oh, this game looks cool. Maybe I might you know, play it. So I clicked on the link, signed in, made an account, and yeah, that was the first game I played. The next question is, do you want to be in a TV show? I mean, I would love to be in a TV show. Do I think I'm worthy enough of being in a TV show? Probably not, but I mean, I have been on TV, but I haven't been in a TV show. Yeah, I mean, I like acting-ish. You know, I did do a panto. I do like dancing, so maybe, you know, I would like to be on a TV show, but as I said, I don't think I'm deserving, you know, worth enough to be on TV. The next question is, do you want to be in Quepow? I think that's a place. I can't actually remember where that is. So I actually have no idea, but I mean, it would be nice, you know, eventually, you know, visit some places, but I just don't think I'll ever get the money, you know, in order to do it. And the final question is, and the last question, do you like me? I think I've seen you on a few of the streams, so well, I mean, you know, I love all of my fans, so of course I do. You know, we're all friends here, and yeah, I've seen you a few times on the stream, so yeah, I do like everyone who comes onto my streams. The next few questions coming in from TediRoblox, and the first thing is, what is the thing that you are most proud of having completed this year? As I said in one of the previous questions, probably getting to, you know, like 5,000 subscribers or something like that. The next question is, what would you like to achieve in 2022 IRL and on YouTube? On YouTube, I would like to get to 15,000 subscribers. I think that's you know, a really good goal that I would like to achieve, but I don't think I'll be able to get to it, you know, by the end of the year. But then in real life, what do I like to achieve in real life? I don't actually know. Probably just having more freedom, I guess, and people being a bit more sensible about COVID and actually, you know, noticing that it's a deadly virus that can put you in hospital and in the worst case scenario kill you. Yeah, I just want to have a bit more freedom. If not, then just enjoying my time a bit more, I guess. The next question is, outside of Roblox, what is my favorite game? Euro Truck, I play it a lot. I do play a lot of F1 2021 as well, so probably one of those two games. The next question is, who inspired you to start YouTube? I think at the time it was Stampy when I started YouTube, but then when I started to watch, or then when I started to do YouTube, I then noticed DanTDM and started to watch him a bit more, and I think he was kind of like the main person that kept me going to make YouTube videos, along with Stampy, maybe. The next question is, what video are you most proud of on your channel? The best video? Oh my gosh, I have no idea. The best video? Well, I mean, there's one I always, you know, go back and look at, which is the Alton Towers one from 2017. I don't know why, but I'm just pleased about how that one came out, so I'm probably gonna have to say that one. The next question is, if you could pick one video, which one would you delete and why? Probably one of my old cringy videos, because who wants to watch that? Not me. And the final question is, how many ETS2 DLCs have you bought? A lot. I pretty much bought all of the map expansions, a few of the cabin accessories. I bought the interior cabin things as well. I think I've actually just said that. I've gotten a few paint job skins. I got a wheel tuning pack and things like that. There's many I've got, so yeah, a lot. The next question coming in from ITSROBIN, and the question is, what is my favorite car or lorry? My favorite car, obviously, as I've said many times, for some reason, it's a Range Rover Autobiography. I just saw it on a video and thought, yeah, that's a car I want. And my favorite lorry, you know, I love a Scania, so I'm probably gonna have to say that. The next question is from SuvYT, and the question is, can you play my Roblox game Huge Event Undertale Ultra Timeline Rewritten? If you come onto a Roblox stream and you request it and the world picks it, then sure, I will indeed play it. The next few questions coming in from Nathan PlaysGames, and the first question is, what is my favorite game that I have played before? My favorite game that I've played before. I don't suppose you're just, you know, keeping it at Roblox. I mean, when I was an absolute kid, I loved two games. One of them was Club Penguin. You could never get old of Club Penguin. And the other one was Theme Park World. I think that's what it was called. It was basically where you make your own theme park. And honestly, we played it on the computer downstairs, and honestly, me and my sister had a blast playing it when we were young. The next question is, will you replace Train Sim World streams into videos? The reason why I'm not doing Train Sim World at the moment is because my laptop is terrible and it will just not run it. But hopefully when I get my gaming PC, hopefully I'll be able to play it a bit more. And the final question is, what is your favorite type of transport apart from cars? I think I said it previously, probably a train is my best mode of transport. The next question coming in from Optare 3, and the first question is, or just the only question that they actually put in, was, why do I like buses, trains, trucks, cars, and planes? This question is always on my mind, and why people like the things they do, and to have them answered makes me understand people more. I think it was mainly just one of my friends getting me into it effectively, because I loved trains from the start, because my uncle really liked them, and he literally had like a train room in his house. And whenever I was a kid and we used to go around there, I always used to ask him, could we go in the train room? And yeah, I went in there and I just loved trains ever since. But I wasn't really a train spotter until my friends really got me into it. So probably it's a mix between family and friends, basically. They got me into it. The next question coming in from Drowned Zombie, and the first question is, can I come around for tea? Not in COVID time, you can't. And their final question is, if there was a game that you would stream daily for 7 days, what would it be? Probably Roblox, because if I played anything else, I probably would get bored of it, but Roblox just have a load amount of games on there, so I'll probably just say that. The next question coming in from PastaPool, and the question is, what motivated you to start YouTube and play Roblox? As I said, Stampy to get me into YouTube, and probably DanTDM and probably a few other YouTubers that got me into playing Roblox. The next question coming in from Quepow, and the question is, would there be another series dedicated to a Roblox game like the SCR and Bed Wars one? Well, I never really did a Bed Wars series, but I did do I am doing an SCR series. Yeah, I mean, I am planning to do another series. Whether it will be dedicated to an SCR game, I don't know. It does have to be a good game to maybe start a series on, so maybe. The next few questions coming in from ZTGB, and the first question is, what fan game is your most favorite? Well, I mean, your games are really good. Your Fetch Tycoon one, implementing my very own bed, my very own room was absolutely fantastic. But I don't have a favorite. I like all of them because, no one should have to build a game around me. No one needs to do that. So all of them are equally the same. I don't really have a favorite at all. The next question is, what else should I add in Fetchy Tycoon? Well, I know you're doing a lot of developments for it at the moment, as you've been saying in streams. But what could you add? I actually don't know what you could add. Maybe I don't know. Maybe this is really weird. Maybe I actually have no idea. I'm repeating myself about 10 times. I don't actually know what you could add. Just keep doing what you're doing, really. The next question is, did this year fly by for you? Yes, of course it did. Literally, I mean, I didn't even realize 2021 was a year, in all honesty. I mean, 2020, we effectively didn't have a last part of the year. In this year, we haven't really had a year, so yeah, it did, but I guess for the wrong reason. The next question is, what is my favorite Roblox game? Again, I don't really have a favorite. I just like many of them. And the next question is, how many races did you win on F1 competitions? I didn't actually win any F1 races in the league. I just liked racing them. I think my best position was a 3rd position. So I did get a podium, and I think that was at Baku as well, Azerbaijan, or maybe it was at Canada. I actually cannot remember which one, but it was one of those two that I got my best race in, I guess. But yeah, I didn't actually win any. The next few questions coming in from Jason, and the first question is Fake Seniac your major troller like Blue Bitten? Well, the thing is that Fake Seniac never came on to a game, so I actually have no idea if they were actually a troller, but I mean, no one can really top Blue Bitten, in all honesty. The next question is, in Singapore, the COVID-19 case is going down. How about the UK? We are going up like there is no tomorrow, and government are doing nothing about it at the moment of recording this video. And the final question is, can you give me a shout out? There you go, Jason. The next few questions coming in from Angela, and the question is, when will COVID end? Because in Singapore we have a lot of restrictions, and I hate restrictions. Or do you have the restrictions? So actually just one question. Well, I mean, yeah, I don't like the restrictions, but I like how they're being implemented, if that makes sense. So I like that restrictions are being implemented, but some of them I don't like. Like, for example, wearing a mask. I mean, I'm not very fond on wearing a mask, but I know that I need to wear it to keep other people safe if I am going out. But I don't like it because, I hate the smell. I hate the smell of my own breath, and things like that. So yeah, I mean, I don't like some of the restrictions, but I like that they're being implemented, if that makes sense. The next question coming in from Jack G Attack 4, and the question is how did you start out as a content creator? Well, I mean, I originally started out, you know, wanting to do let's streams or let's play or gameplay things on Minecraft, as I was a massive fan of Minecraft, you know, back in 2015, and Stampy kind of, you know, was my inspiration for that. The next few questions coming in from Ikuto, and the first question is, if you could not only meet but collaborate with any YouTuber, who would it be? That is a tough question. I mean, there is one that I have wanted in mind, which is Squirrel, but the thing is that I've already met him. I met him at Truckfest in 2018, but to record a video with him on Euro Truck, which is, you know, a game I love playing, would be one that I would absolutely love to do. I mean, maybe there's, you know, a F1, you know, YouTuber out there, you know, like Arav, Tiamaduk, and a few other people that, you know, play that. You know, I would like to, you know, do like an F1, you know, video with them. There's just a lot of YouTubers that I'd like, you know, that I'd like to meet and collab with. The next question is, will you ever host a meet and greet? They said that in all capitals. If there is a time in my life where I do get to a point where I feel like I would need to do a meet and greet, then maybe, but with the popularity, I guess you could call it, that I have now, I don't really think I need to host a meet and greet. So maybe in the future, but not right now. The next question is, if you could visit any country, where would you go? I mean, you didn't say about Boris. Again, probably a country that, you know, has a good prime minister. So maybe something, you know, in Europe, maybe something like, I don't know, Germany. You know, they have a good prime minister because they're actually going into a lockdown. I don't actually know, but honestly, I don't want to live in the UK anymore at all. The next question is, if you could live in a game you've played in, example, SCR, Minecraft, Euro Truck, etc., where would you live? Well, I mean, I'll have to pick something in Euro Truck, because Euro Truck, you can go anywhere. And I did actually do a, it was like a, it was for a college project. It was basically where we had to make our very own short movie. And I had this kind of like concept of me playing Euro Truck and wanting to be a trucker in real life. And the story went how, you know, I was driving, I wanted to, you know, be in the game, saw a shooting star, made a wish that I wanted to be in Euro Truck, and then I put on my VR headset and I'll be in the game, if that makes sense. Well, that was kind of like the idea. And then from there, you know, after a bit of time, you know, I'd be like a professional truck driver. Basically, it was a thing that I did for college. It started out as a joke, but then I actually made it into, you know, like an actually good message. But yeah, I'll probably have to say Euro Truck, because, you know, I do like, you know, truck driving. And their final question is, if any date of the week were to get deleted, which day would you want to be? Well, I don't want it to be a weekend, because I absolutely enjoy my weekends. So that only limits me down to the weekdays. And for some reason, there's 2 days that are popping out at me. One of them being Monday and the other one being Thursday. I don't know why, but they're the only they're the only two videos, or the only 2 days of the week that I just don't think fit. Call me crazy, I have no idea why I said that, but yeah, there you go. The next question coming in from Rizzy and Mizzy, and the question is, where would you want to travel? Once again, anywhere that's not the UK, because of the government. I mean, it'll be, you know, great to, you know, like go over to, you know, like America or something like that, you know, to do things, you know, that I haven't been able to do, you know, like go to Disneyland over there, because I've heard that they have a pretty good Disneyland over there, not for the castle, because Paris have the, you know, best castle, but I've heard that some of the rides over in Orlando and things like that are better. Orlando, you know, Universal Studios is a good thing to go to. And just in general, things like that, you know, I would like to, you know, travel over to, you know, like different countries, doing things that, you know, I wouldn't be able to do otherwise. Going out to maybe Monaco, something like that, you know, like seeing the Monaco Grand Prix, you know, in the flesh or something like that. Well, not even Monaco, just another country. Why do I keep hitting my wheel? But yeah, it would, you know, be nice to, like, travel to. But the major thing is probably America that I'd like, that I'd want to travel to, not to live in America, but to travel to America, to do things in there, you know, as I said, you know, maybe watch the Grand Prix there, maybe. Yeah, just to, like, visit, you know, like theme parks and things like that over in America. The next few questions coming in from Lucas HD08, and the first question is, do I have any pets? No, but there is an annoying dog next door that we unfortunately have to deal with, who barks literally 24/7, even though they're actually keeping quiet right now. But yeah, I don't have any pets. I used to have fish, but I don't have any pets anymore. The next question is, if you do, can we see it? Once again, I don't have one. Or if you don't, what kind of pet would you have? For some reason, I'd love to have a cat, even though they'll probably run away within the first 5 weeks. I would like to, you know, have a cat because it's not a dog. You know, they're not going to be, you know, really loud when they, you know, have to, you know, bark and things like that. But cats are really cute, especially if you get kittens as well. And yeah, their meow is very cute as well, so I'm probably going to have to say a cat. The next few questions coming in from RadarAlex, and the first question is, do you like Class 180s? It's not an SCR question dedicated, but it's one in real life. I know this sounds very, very bad of me, but I actually have no idea what a Class 180 you know, looks like. I've completely forgotten, so I don't actually know. The next question is, can you stream Fortnite more often? That is actually going to be incorporated into my schedule, hopefully. The next question is, can I have a shout out? I just gave you a shout out at the start of this. Number 4 is do the baby dance. I did that earlier in the video. And the next question is, would Dark Reaper make a better Prime Minister than Boris? As I said, with Dark Reaper asking if Callum would be a better Prime Minister, I think anyone would be a better Prime Minister than Boris. The next question is, have you heard of the Boris Bop? Once again, I actually have I haven't heard of that. And I've run out of questions, so Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, RadarAlex. So I think we are approaching the final few questions. So the next person to asking some questions was flagdude, and the first one is, could you tell us a scary experience? Maybe a paranormal or unexplainable event that happened to you IRL or on Roblox. There is actually one. I do actually remember it, and it was actually when I was at skating one time. We just finished with a training session, and we had to go up a few floors to do kind of like a yoga session to, you know, get stretched basically. And I went in the lift because me being me, I wanted to go into the lift and save my legs. But because I was like very eager to get out and get it for something, or when, you know, just normally as a kid, I tried to open the doors as soon as we got there, but I don't even know how it happened, but then the lift just got stuck and I couldn't get out at all. And because I was autistic and I didn't like being trapped, I literally freaked out. Thankfully, there were a few people from the team that actually noticed that the lift was stuck because they heard me literally screaming for help. And they went to tell our parents, and then they kind of, you know, went and sorted it out. And eventually I did get out, but yeah, that was a very scary experience that I had in real life. The next question is, what do you see yourself doing in 10 years? Probably still doing YouTube. I'd love to, you know, still, you know, do YouTube. But I don't really see myself anything else than that. Maybe doing another job alongside. I don't know. Maybe starting a family. Maybe. I don't really know. Or even, you know, just have a girlfriend, because I still don't have one yet. But honestly, there isn't any opportunity for me to, you know, find one. But yeah, still doing this and maybe starting a family if I find myself a girlfriend 10 years from now. And the final question is, how has YouTube affected your life, and what do you enjoy from streaming to the internet? I enjoy kind of, like, I enjoy the live aspect. Like, I enjoy streaming the games. I don't really know what makes it so special for me, but I just like to game. And if I can stream that to YouTube to, I guess, like, showcase my talent, or, you know, just make new friends maybe. I kind of like, you know, that aspect of streaming to YouTube. And YouTube really hasn't really affected my life as such. I mean, it has affected it to an extent where I do need to have a pretty good, you know, setup in order to make the content. But it doesn't really affect my life. It probably affects my parents' life, because, you know, if I'm living with them, then, you know, they're paying bills and things, and, you know, probably the electricity cost is going to be, you know, insanely big. But yeah, it hasn't really affected my life as such, but as I said, I do enjoy the streaming aspect. Just the knowing of, you know, making new friends, I guess. The next question coming from Adam's Trains Videos, and the question is, what is my favorite train IRL? Again, I really like the newer Zoomer trains on the LNER operator, the 801s. They're really cool, and I've never been on one. The next question coming in from Adida_AK06, and the question is, what was my first impression in creating this YouTube channel? Again, I wanted to do, you know, Minecraft Let's Play videos, but, you know, because of Stampy, you know, inspiring me. But then from watching, you know, Dan2DM and other YouTubers, I've done different things. The next couple of questions coming in from hologammer, I think. And the first question is, how old am I? I am a 19, unfortunately, turning 20 next year, or this year, further on in the year. And the second question is, opinion on the Munich subway system. I actually have not seen it at all, so I can't really give my opinion if I've never seen it. The next question coming in from DarkMonster0749, and the question is, how many hours on ETS2 do I have? I can actually check quickly. I have 1,373.4 hours. Yeah, that's a lot. The next question coming in from 1QValO, or we just call him Val. And the question is, what is my dream place to visit and why? Also, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. My dream place to visit. As I said, answering Rizzy and Mizzy's question, I would like to go to America and, you know, like visit some, you know, like theme parks there and, you know, things like that. But obviously, you know, Germany have actually Funny World, which is a self-operating theme park. And I saw Theme Park Worldwide do a vlog there and it was hilarious. So I would like to go there. Maybe some water parks as well. You know, I'd like to go to a water park as well. So I think there's one in the Netherlands, I think, or something like that, called Rulantica. I saw, you know, Theme Park Worldwide do a video there, and again, it did look good. And, you know, I'd like to, you know, do a, you know, maybe a vlog there, maybe. And yeah, you know, I'd like to, you know, just do those, but probably the answer to Rizzy and Mizzy, go to America, is, you know, there's a lot more there than I think anywhere else in the world, so probably that. So on to the final 3 people that sent in questions, and the first one coming in from National Office and Security Enforcement, and the first one is, if you had to delete all other videos and have only one video left on your channel, what would it be? If I was keeping the videos, like if I was like making them private, but you specifically said deleted, if I had them all backed up, then I would put up a video saying all videos are going to be moved to another channel. Then I'll delete the videos off this channel, move them onto that other channel, and then I'll keep that one up. It's like a quick escape card. But if I actually had to delete all videos and leave one up, again, it would probably just have to be the video that I found most kind of, I don't know, proud of, or the video that meant the most to me, or something like that, which again, it's probably the Alton Towers one, because as I said, I for some reason just watched that. The next question is favorite food. I do like a good McDonald's, but you specifically said food. Sweets. I guess you can call that a food. Predict when the pandemic will end. Again, I don't really think COVID itself will end. But I think the pandemic will, I guess, sort of be over. I'm hoping this year, you know, later on this year. But if not, I hope it gets sorted out in 2023, I hope. So yeah, something like that. Maybe, you know, during this year. The next person to send in a question is Perfect Painter, and the question is, where do you see yourself in 10 years' time? As I said in a previous question, still streaming to YouTube, and hopefully, maybe if I find myself a girlfriend, starting a family. And the final couple of questions for this Q&A coming in from one of our good moderators, Xrex, and the first question is, can I build your PC? No, you cannot, because as I said earlier, you know, we are hoping to, you know, order it soon, or, you know, as I'm recording this video. So no, I'm getting it done by someone. And their final question is also, can I put francium in water? or however you say it. I have no idea what francium is at all. So I would not, unless authorized to by like a science teacher for a science experiment or something like that. But that is all of the questions for the Q&A. So thank you everyone who took the time to send in a question. I will be doing this probably again in March time. So if you do want to send in a question for that, obviously I will put out a community post probably at the start of March. And then it'll be the 1st of April that I'll do the Q&A, maybe, as you know, like a quarter way into the year. So if you do want to send in a question for me next, then I'll be doing that. Again, I'll, you know, set some rules for you guys. And yeah, that is the Q&A. So hopefully you know a bit more about me. If you don't, then I hope you guys did enjoy the video. And I was going to say something towards the end. I can't actually remember what it was. Basically, I'm wanting to create a new schedule, I think, for YouTube, you know, and, you know, make it a bit more, what's the word, like, easier for me, I guess. So, you know, maybe have, you know, my plan is to do at least one stream a day, at least one stream, or like at most one stream, actually, not at least. I mean, yeah, there'll be occasions where I do, you know, the odd, you know, 12-hour stream, you know, for something special, but at most one stream a day, because even though, you know, doing 2 streams a day I would like to do, I get tired quickly, and if I get tired during a stream, I don't really think it's gonna, you know, be good for, you know, viewing, I don't think. So I am hoping to do at most one stream a day. And hopefully in the weekdays they'll be in the evening, and then in the afternoon they'll be in the afternoon, so we can have a bit of a longer stream in the afternoon on weekends. But in weekdays they'll most likely be in the evening, and even in, you know, like holiday times as well, they'll probably still be in the evening, so I can still do things that I want to do in the daytime. But that is my plan, I guess. I don't know what the schedule is as of now, but if I do, then I'll probably make another video on my main channel, as it'll be something for my main channel and something that you would need to know, not necessarily a gameplay video. Yeah, when I do figure it out, I'll tell you. I'll put out a community post, and also it'll be announced on my Discord as well. So that is the plan for today. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, then make sure you leave a like on it. That'd be awesome, and thank you very much. Also, make sure to subscribe as well if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out.